What is good, guys? It's Abster and welcome back to my channel, and in this series we're going to be reviewing a graphics design pack which has been going out in the community lately, and I just want to check it out and see if it's worth it and just give you guys my takes on it, give you my outputs, well, my inputs, my reviews, my critiques on this pack. And this pack is the Envision 2.0 pack by EvanCVisions, I think, and his links will be down in the description below. I would highly check him out. But yeah, let's get started. So when you first download the pack, you'll have two folders, which I'll just open up with you guys right now. So you have the generic, so it's called Jenna, and then you've got the Jenna folder, which contains all of these files. So 8 of those are PSD files, which are for headers, and one is a poster PSD file, which is always nice. And then this pack is the generic pack 2.0. So yeah, let's just give it a little rundown. So the first thing we have are the headers for complexity. So yeah, nice, good selection. Then you've also got these as well, which show just like the logos and stuff, but also if we just go through here, you can also see this as well, this and also the whole backings as well, the whole files what I used. Yeah, so then there's also this, which is really nice to see. It's got censor as well written, which also depends on the actual player itself, and yeah, it's pretty cool, interesting, original type style. It's used by the lasso tool and the pattern overlay and the extrude. Oopsie daisy. Right, let's go on to the poster. So this is the Face It RNG poster, which is quite interesting to see. We have some team players of minor, I think that means, and yeah, we've also got this, which is nice as well. And then there's also these effects to it, which look really nice and look really cool. But yeah, let's take a look through the pack. So we've got this, which is really cool to see. It's like the little text, the title of it. Then you've got the particles for it. You've got some more particles, and then a flare, I think. Pretty interesting to see. We've got some more layers just to show what it actually is. Then we've also got just the players themselves, the names, and yeah. Moving on to the next header, on the next file we've got a header for phase temper with a really nice indie type theme to it. It looks nice and interesting, nice brushes, nice overlays. You can also see the text as well, which is nice. You've also got the layer style and then the text above it, which says phase temper. And now next up is the gradient overlay. Personally, I think that the gradient overlay looks nice, and it just makes it look a lot cooler in my opinion. But yeah, so it's really cool to see this as well, this overlay in the background. Like, I don't think that many people do have that, but if we take a look at the pattern overlay or the blending options, you can see what's actually been used for it, which is interesting. And then yeah, so move on to the next one. I'm just gonna quickly now briefly go over these PSDs. So yeah, we've got one for Geomock, I think that's how you say it. If it's not, I'm sorry, I'm awful at saying names. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty nice to see. Nice header nevertheless. We've also got a nice gothic grungy header for Lucky, I think, from Synergy. Again, nice cool header. And then it just shows us what's actually inside and just all of these different things. You can also use auto select as well to say what thing you want. But yeah, overall good pack, good styles. I like it. I really do like this. This looks sick. Moolah. Again, I'm not a huge fan of Fortnite headers, but again, if you're into that, if you're into, say, Fortnite headers, then yeah, you can see all of these files, what we used, and then you can also copy the PNGs as well of the player models. Moving on, another Fortnite header, nice grunge to it. Then this one looks really cool. You can see what styles been going into it, and what other files were used, which honestly this is probably my favourite out of the pack. And then you've also got this one, which is for Chappie from Cloud9, which honestly looks really cool. Good styles to it, good shapes as well, can't really complain. And then this is where the main of it is, the main course. So when you also download this pack is also $10 or £7.50 if you're in the UK like myself, and it comes with 9 PSDs, which I've just showcased to you, including this pack. But I do have some critiques about the pack. It's seems like small things, but small details like. So when you open up, it's got this disclaimer or this message. But personally, I would also say, like, if you do make a disclaimer, just say, like, don't like resell it, don't give it away, just, you know. So the first thing we have are 4K League wallpapers, which to me I don't really see useful, because I'm not a League of Legends designer. I'm not also a League of Legends player. But if you're into it, then yeah, that's cool. It's nice and handy. It's got a good selection again. Next up is the self-made stocks, which do look really interesting and do look really nice to have. But if I were him next time, I would also just show you, like, show you how to make these, or like have like PSDs as well on these stocks, because myself and probably a lot of other people would be interested into seeing how these are made. But yeah, nevertheless, really cool to see. This group's got a lot of good like groups. I mean, a lot of good logos, a lot of good brands, and also a lot of good sponsors, as well as the social medias in the top. The fonts are a really cool section. The only problem I have with the fonts, however, is that I wish that I could see the font name, because if you also take a look at the font group, it's quite hard to see what's what, because I think it's all in reverse order. So if you take a look at this one, then yeah, that's the first one. And also, yeah, just like a small crucial detail. So for the next one, I would have the actual font name, not the pack name. But yeah, it's a really good selection. I think I would definitely use these fonts more often. It's good that I can now see them. Okay, but yeah, moving on to the next one. So we've also got a UI elements / tech folder, which do look really interesting, and this is really cool to see. But unfortunately, some of these are really low quality. For instance, this one, as you can also probably see, is 30 FPS 1920 by 1080. To me, this looks like a wallpaper thumbnail, which doesn't look that cool to use and doesn't look that good. And also this one's also quite low quality. I would try and find something what is better quality. This one looks cool, but again, low quality. This one looks nice. This one's a good high quality stock to use. But yeah, apart from, and also this one, I don't really like it as much, but again, if you're into, like, say, this type of stuff, I would definitely use it. Again, nice good resources to use. Gaming wallpapers, I don't think that gaming wallpapers or wallpapers in general are that good to have, especially in a design pack. The thing what bugs me about this is that I can just use Google to say, like say League of Legends wallpaper or Red Redemption 2 wallpaper, and then I would use that instead. But yeah, I don't really like the whole gaming wallpapers. It is a good selection, don't get me wrong, but it's not for me. So plants, again, this is a really cool selection. these plant stocks look nice, they look cool, they look fresh. Nothing against them, they look nice. Stocks, again, these look like wallpapers to me, which I can just use Google if I wanted to do like a vaporwave wallpaper. But again, I don't think he's made these stocks or these wallpapers, so that's my only issue. Again, this is also quite low quality. If you're going to make a design pack, I would expect things to be better quality than what they are. This pattern is also low quality, but it's also a good size. Also this pack as well, I don't really like the whole, having wrappers in your packs, because this isn't graphic design, this is just photography, which nevertheless, photography is amazing. I do love photography, but it's not helpful to me. I don't see the point of having like wrappers in your graphics packs just to fill up space. Again, I can see why he's done it, but again, Google is free. And this stock looks nice. I quite like this. This looks really cool to have. This one looks nice cartoony style. And this stock, and yeah, so the skull stocks, and I think it's also this one. I think I've seen Mixo use. Mixo is also another graphic designer which is in the community. This one looks cool, but yeah, I would also just use like things you found on your own, and also just have tips or links to things you think is cool to have. So like the whole wallpaper stuff, just have a link to it instead of having like the actual wallpapers themselves. The particles are a good selection to have. They're really nice quality stuff. I have seen quite a few of them before, but nevertheless a good selection to have. Team logos, again, this is really nice to have if you're designing something for a specific team. I would definitely use this. The only issue I have is these aren't as a small object, which is really helpful as a designer. The brushes, they are a good selection, nice brushes to have. The only thing I would do is to have them as a white colour instead of that light grey. And I think that this is the final group, which is a grunge group. But yeah, so this one looks nice, this one looks cool. That I think I've seen on another pack, but I'm not too sure what one. This one looks nice, good environment. This one I think is from Mixo. That one's definitely from Mixo's pack. I've seen that before. Mixo, good one. And yeah, so that's pretty much the end of the pack we've found. But personally, for $10 I think is a good quality pack, especially with the PSDs you also get as well, which is always nice to have. Personally, a lot of things could be used which do look nice. Don't get me wrong, the League of Legends posters and the adverts, well, the wallpapers, they aren't my style, but again, well done for that, and really good job on the PSDs, and thank you for also supplying us with good resources to have. The only thing I would do to improve it is for the self-made stocks. I would have more of those, but also have the actual other resources you've made for them. So for instance, I would have them as like another group, if that makes sense, just to show people on how it's made and how people can replicate it or make their own. Yeah, but nevertheless, great work from Evan. I will definitely have his link down in the description below. If you've liked this video, then please leave a like, follow me on Twitter at AbstraDZN, and yeah, I think that's it. But anyways guys, take care, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.